All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. He's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Crank this one up. It's my first time playing against Kevin Gray.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Completes it to Ajayi. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory.
Let me see how he played the run.
Line.
Let me see how he played. Oh, he weak. That's weak.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
Oh, I'm going to eat him alive.
Down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities.
He don't know how to do his alignment. He don't know how to do his alignment. He don't know how to set up his alignment.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Man be lying about the spot of the ball. That man got over the 1st yard line. What the fuck? They is killing me with the spot. Watch this. Watch this. If they go back to the ball on the ground, watch this shit. Look at that fucking ball over that fucking... Man, they pissed me off. But too bad this nigga sorry.
Now they try the right side here. And down
eat this nigga alive, man.
It's a 1st down.
I'm gonna eat this nigga alive. Eat this nigga like some goddamn... It's Thanksgiving season. I'm gonna eat this nigga like some goddamn sweet potato pie. That hole was so big.
Chris Jones on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly.
That hole was so big.
Making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Like I said before, man, manage that ball and manage that clock, and you will win every time, I'm telling you.
fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well,
I ain't going to do nothing crazy. I'm going to get the field goal.
Blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap.
You ain't got to get a touchdown all the time.
And not be deterred by anything else.
Here comes
as long as you're getting some points.
Opening drive. They've moved it well, but
as long as you're getting some points somewhere. Because you think I'm running that side, I'm going to run the back side.
Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up.
That was an epic fail.
Back at the 17. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. And Elliott puts this one through.
That shit hard as hell to kick.
They take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah,
should have been a touchdown, but we're going to let it slide.
Right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
He got Tariq. It's kind of hard guarding that shit because he's so fast.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They give him a gain of 38.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I guess we're going Wildcat for Wildcat. He's trying to run it too.
Down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. As the
five-man spread.
Of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But
there's no defense for that.
To start things out.
To be honest, no defense. Just blitz. Don't give him time to goddamn run.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, go. 180. 82, 82.
Now Wentz throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were.
And it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, let's go.
Now it's Sproles. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, quite a few teams this past week in the NFL were playing with new quarterbacks, guys that have been in the league, but in a new uniform. And they had quite a bit of success. You noted some of them. Who'd you have down?
It was really incredible success when you think about it. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota won. Case Keenum in Denver won. Alex Smith with Washington won at Arizona. Pat Mahomes, he started one game last year, but it was really a throwaway. His true debut on the road against the Chargers wins. And Tyrod, whichever way he wants it pronounced, got a tie with Cleveland. How about special category? Ryan Tannehill back with the Dolphins. He wins in their home game against Tennessee. And fear the beard. Ryan Fitzpatrick, what a monster performance on the road, beating New Orleans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And if you guys were worried, Brady and Rodgers still pretty good.
Yes.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And now look at him go. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Black 58, right.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Left, 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 left. Slow. Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Hey.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is taken in at the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff looking right, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Don't let him breathe! Don't let him... Slow! Left!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd and short.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And that is incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Mahomes going to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nigel Bradham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes now to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Shorty, shorty, shorty.
Back to throw. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And it'll bring up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now is Wentz. Aguilar has it. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Lion, lion, lion.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12.
Trey 15, Trey 15, Trey 15, Trey 15, 81, 81.
To throw is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. Wentz now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that